everyone, Kaori Takei here for a Red Carpet Report in Beverly Hills at the Paley Center for a very special screening of CW's Riverdale.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Okay, so did you know from episode 1 who Jason Blossom's killer was, or did it change the course of time?
That's a really, really good question. When we, no, from the pilot I didn't know, but when we started meeting, like maybe 3 weeks into starting the writer's room for season 1, I had to go pitch the season to the network, the studio network, and they were like, do not show up to that pitch without being able to tell us who killed Jason Blossom. So when I went into the pitch, I said, listen, it's early days, anything can happen, but here are the 3 people we're thinking as the most likely candidates. So we said, this is why this person, this is why this and this, and then it's one of those people. So we knew early on, but we kept a little bit loose just to see how things would develop. And it was surprising how much from that initial pitch actually stayed in the show.
Wow, okay. And so obviously this show has a darker version of the comics. How did you guys decide to make that twist? And it works perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it originally started kind of as a more traditional coming-of-age show. And very early on, Greg Berlanti, who's my boss, he's the executive producer on this and the godfather of all comic book shows. Very early on, he said, you know, Roberto, I love this. I love these characters. I think you're a great writer. I think you need to put in a dead body. I think that will help the show cut through the white noise of this. And I think what people expect is a light coming-of-age show, and you want to take people by surprise. And when he said that, I was like, oh, Greg, I mean, it's not like there's really a dead body. That's a metaphor. And he says, no, I think you should have a dead body. Wow. And I resisted it a little bit. And Greg said, listen, it's your vision. I love your vision. I support your vision. I think you're going to want a dead body. But so I worked on it. I worked on it without the dead body. And then, like, you know, maybe 6 months after Greg had said that, I said, Greg, we need a dead body. And he says, I told you. And I was like, I know. And it really crystallized what the show was and the show's themes, and it deepened everything. It deepened every story. So it's one of these things that, and you know what? As soon as we went there, it immediately slotted in. And I believe that when you're a writer and you're trying to land something, when it immediately clicks in, you think, oh, that's what it should be. And when you're trying to hammer something in and it just doesn't go, I usually think, let it be. So. Well, assuming that you're a fan of the comics, yeah, obviously. You know, I write some of the Archie comics.
Oh, how lucky of you! Yeah. So you get to do both. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, assuming you're a fan, why Jason Blossom? Because, you know.
You know, I think like traditionally in these shows, a lot of times in these shows, like for instance, the granddaddy of these shows, Twin Peaks, it's usually a female victim, and you know, and it's usually like, you know, Twin Peaks, it was the homecoming queen, and at first I was like, you know, I was like, oh well, yeah, it'll be Cheryl Blossom. That's great. There are enough girls on the show, but really, when I thought about it, it felt like it's always a girl who gets killed, and it's always the girl's body in the body bag in the plastic wrap, and I thought there's never too many girls in the world. And also I thought that Cheryl would be a great character, and so it quickly became Jason Blossom.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. Well, thank you for the chat, and congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to press that thumbs up button and click subscribe. And in the comments below, let me know who your favorite character is, who killed Jason Blossom, and who do you think will die next.